Hello, you're welcome to Fliptv News. I am Shijola Afolabi. First, the headlines. Top Igboho'S supporter Konko released. Attempt to defraud CBN of $100 million Lance Oil firm's GMD in court. Don't let her die. NUJ begs Governor Bello to save wife of Kogi Vanguard reporter. RCCG pastor regains freedom in Anambra after 2 days with kidnappers. And finally, herdsmen kill 1,773 in Benue State. Now, news in details. An online radio presenter, Akonda Oro, popularly known as Konko, has been released by the police in Oyo State. Politics Nigeria understands. According to Amudat Babatunde, the aka Lady K Konko was freed on Monday thanks to Sunday Adeyemo, Igboho and all concerned for their quick intervention. She disclosed this in a post on her own Facebook page. It will be recalled that Konko, an associate of Yoruba Nation-led agitator Sunday Igboho, was arrested last week by the police over alleged defamation of character. This is coming after he had presented an online radio program alleging that Igboho was betrayed by one of his closest allies, Honorable Tunji Omolewu, popularly known as Jambele. The group managing director, GMD, of an oil company firm, Triumph Oil and Gas Madagascar Nigeria Limited, Ibrahim Onaniwaju Mahmood, has been charged with an attempt to defraud the Central Bank of Nigeria to the tune of $100 million. Mahmood, who was arraigned before a high court of the federal government territory in Abuja in his sixth count charge marked CR 1041/2020, was also accused of forging the signatories of the CBN governor, Godwin Emefiele, Special Assistant to the President, Sabi Yusuf, and the GMD of Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, Mele Kyari. Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Mahmood, who allegedly claimed to be a deputy governor in CBN, who said to have taken the said forged documents to the Apex Capex Bank to demand payment of $100 million for the contract he claimed his firm was awarded by the CBN. Home News, Politics, Metropolitan Entertainment, and the News Relieved Daily says the group the managing director GMD of an oil company firm, Triumph Oil Madagascar Nigeria Limited, Onaniwaju Mahmood, has been charged with attempt to defraud the Central Bank of Nigeria of the tune of $100 million. Mahmood, who was arraigned before a high court of the federal government territory in a 6-count charge, who was accused of forging the signatories of the Special Assistant to the President, Sabi Yusuf, and GMD Nigeria National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, Mele Kyari. According to the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Mahmood allegedly claimed to be a deputy governor in CBN, who was said to have taken the said forged document to Apex Bank to demand of $100 million for the contract he claimed his firm was awarded by the CBN. Mahmood was said to have also claimed that his firm was engaged to monitor and supervise major federal government infrastructure projects for fitted assets and government businesses for which the CBN approved the payment of the $100 million. Upon being confronted with Mahmood's claim, the CBN was said to have referred to the case to the EFCC for investigation, following which the investigating agency found that not only was his firm not registered, the documents he paraded were of doubtful origin. Mahmood, who pleaded not guilty and was granted bail by Justice Alilu Yusuf, was on Monday ordered to be returned to the Kuje prison following his inability to meet the bail conditions. The Nigerian Union of Journalists Kogi State Council has called on Governor Yahaya Bello and other well-meaning individuals to help save the life of Mrs. Boju Obahopo, wife of the Vanguard correspondent in the state, who is in critical condition following an accident along Kaba Okene Road. News don't die. NUJ begs Governor Bello, said, please don't let her die, to save wife of Kogi Vanguard reporter, published on November 15, 2021 by John Akifenwa. Pardon me. The Nigerian Union of Journalists Kogi State Council has called on Governor Yahaya Bello and other well-meaning individuals to help save the life of Mrs. Boju Obahopo. Mrs. Obahopo was involved in a ghastly motor accident on Friday, 5th November 2021, which left 5 other members of the family dead and others critically injured. The state NUJ chairman Adeiza Momojimo at a press conference said the sum of 5 million naira is needed to carry out surgery and other post-treatment on the accident victim. Adeiza appealed to the National Assembly to put in place an insurance policy for working journalists, describing the situation of Mrs. Obahopo as a cause for concern. He called on the federal government to work towards fixing bad roads in the state, adding that the accident was caused by the bad statement of the roads. While expressing dismay that the federal road passing through Kogi State have been left abandoned, while Adeiza called on the government to do the needful to avert further loss of lives in the state. The NUJ chairman lamented that the working journalists have been turned to beggars, calling on the Vanguard newspapers and other media owners to make welfare a priority for their reporters. The Redeemed Christian Church of God, Pastor Sunday Adeniro, who was kidnapped in the early hours of Saturday, a female teacher who whisked away alongside the minister, have regained freedom. The impeccable security source, who pleaded anonymous, told Vanguard Monday morning that they were released around 2 a.m. this morning near Scanobo filling station, Ikot Ekpo, 8 miles on the outskirts of the Calabar, the Cross River State capital. The source further disclosed that the pressure from the anti-kidnapping and cultism squad led by SP Awodi made the miscreant to hurriedly collect what they would after making an initial demand of 7 million naira. They knew that the Dragon squad was closing on in them. They had hurriedly collected about 200,000 naira and let their victims go. Initially, they demanded 7 million for their release, but had to just collect what they could as soon as possibly dropped them off at the Scanobo area in Ikot Ekpo, 8 miles at about 2 a.m. this morning. Findings by Vanguard showed that SP Awode and his men from AKCS were already in their trial at 12 midnight. By immediately they got wind of the manhunt, which was earlier reported. They collected the available cash and set them free. The leader spoke to the newsmen at a press conference in Makurdi, the state capital, on Monday, noted that the number only reflects those whose corpses were traced and accounted for. The group, in a statement read by the Okun Council boss, Steve Ayua, lamented that the killers no longer come with cows but with AK-47. It is on record that open grazing has led to the invasion of farming communities of Fulani herdsmen, leading to massive killings and maiming of people, including children, raping women, destruction of property, loss of livelihoods, and displacements of persons. While recalling on March 2021 assassination attempt on Governor Samuel Otom by suspected Fulani military on his way back from the farm, the Benue leader said it was only by the grace of God that he survived the attack. The negative impacts of open grazing, which often results in attack on communities in different parts of Benue State had adversely affected the local economy, as farmers are prevented from accessing their farms, and local markets are also deserted for fear of imminent invasion by the killers. They regretted that the continued rise in attacks by Fulani herdsmen have also led to mass displacement of persons, leading to desertion of farmlands, which they noted also resulted in the displacement of over 1.5 million people in the state. For more news and updates, please stay tuned to Fliptv News. I am Shijola Folavi. Have a good evening.